Hi guys, welcome to new video. So today we'll continue with our Beast series on fighting very hard AIs. And today we have the last challenge of defeating the Fallen. So I'm afraid that here I will be kind of forced to use the baseline tactic I already showed you against the Empire, but maybe we will try to make some small adjustments. But yeah, if he starts making some, if he starts spamming only the hive spitters, I will probably be forced to spam trolls against him, because that's like the only counter I can really do here. But maybe he will make some hive stingers or something, and then we can just adjust the strategy a little bit. As you can see, I already have 6 here, so I will just make another minion here and create the arena. And then I will take one minion from gold mines and I will send him here to build the stables. Of course, you want to maintain all the resources gathering spots at all time. So I'm sending them right away to trees and gems. Right now we can't really see what he's going to do. We'll see after he finishes the hive. But I'm still expecting him to make the hive spitters, because it's like the most usual strategy the Fallen will choose. So we have to be ready for that. But right now it doesn't even really matter, because we are just doing the baseline start strategy. Nothing really changes here for me. Yeah, he's actually, as you can see, the smoke here. That means he's creating a unit, so he will be making some hive stingers. Those are the baseline units for like 50 gold, pretty cheap, pretty weak. Takes like 17 seconds to make, or 18, but he will be making lots of them, so I probably won't have much time to make like trolls or something. But as I said, they are pretty squishy, so the best counter to them will be just the goblin hunters, because we can make lots of them and then just splash them down. So I will just finish the minions on my gold, and then I will start increasing the amount of buildings I have here, so we can actually get to those goblin hunters. Of course we will need the barons as well, because you always want to make them baron riders. The only disadvantage that you have if you actually make them ride the barons is that they are slower, but they are not much slower than warriors, so you would still have to wait with your goblin hunters for your warriors, and this way you can just have everything together, and I think it's better like this. So right now I will actually make a gap in my warrior production and start building the goblin hut. Of course, I have all my production buildings in front, so I can produce supply my units to this fighting spot pretty fast. But yeah, you can order buildings as you want. He's making, he has 2 hives and he's making soul traps, so I think he will be making some nightmares together with this army. But it will still take him some more time, so we don't have to worry about it right now. Also we need one more boron, and probably I will send this one to wood first, because right now we need wood more than gems. He's already attacking, but as I said, we can also defend with the borons, and I'm pretty sure he will retreat. He has a way to heal his units, because they have unholy regeneration, so if he is standing on this area that's automatically created around his buildings, then it will heal him. But of course, if he's here, he has no way to be actually healed, so I think we should be okay. If we have problems, we can always send some villagers there to scare him away, and this is like pretty easy. And right now I will need a dark altar, so we can actually start making some witches. and then we will sacrifice one Boron to heal our warriors, or maybe two Borons. We'll just see how it will go. I will also add my stables to unit production buildings, since we are playing this strategy again, where we are using Borons for fighting. And I have to count the Goblin Riders right now. Also, you can use the keybind W to ride the Borons. Here you can see we have two Goblin Riders here. Here we'll need one more. But we also need a superior boomerang, so I will upgrade that first since it takes 80 seconds to complete. And then I will make the Goblin Hunter here. Also, I noticed that I'm missing third minion in the gems mine. It's the baseline city here, so it's kind of far. So we need to make 3 of them. In the expansions, if you make it closer to the gems mine, you only need 2, as I already mentioned in many previous videos. Now we'll make the witch. It's actually pretty cheap on gold, so since we have a lot of gems, it's no problem for us. And now we have all the minions as well. So I will make one more Boron, maybe one more Hunter here and one more Witch here. And actually I'm considering making one more Arena. It's not like super traditional for this strategy. Maybe it will be a better idea to expand. But, oh, actually, since I have the Dark Altar, I will just make the Bestiary. But, yeah, I will increase the attack. I didn't heal my units early enough, so he died, but doesn't really matter. I will make the Bestiary so we can actually produce some trolls. It should be okay. We have the second witch here. And of course, don't forget to mount your goblins. I mean, the production time of Goblin Hunter and Boron is only 3-second difference, so you can usually start making them at the same time and you will be okay. Of course, if you have the rally point further from your city, you will have to wait for some time because the Borons are super slow, so also keep that in mind. Again, one warrior died because I didn't heal him, but I mean we don't have much mana on the witches, so I will have to make at least one more and wait for some time with it. But I mean, as I said, we have the splash damage on those goblin hunters, so we should be okay even if we don't have any warriors. As I said, he will be making some nightmares. I mean, it's like not too strong unit. It's basically like a hive spitter, a little bit faster, doesn't have the poison damage, but it has mana with some abilities, and it can actually shield the other units with like frozen shield, so that will make his army a little bit more tanky. But I mean, the Hive Stinger won't be really saved by some damage reduction. Since he has like 100 HP, it will not be enough. But he's actually upgrading them. He has one damage upgrade, one armor upgrade here. If I wanted to upgrade my units, I would have to build the weapon mastery. I usually don't do that. But yeah, you can do that if you feel like it will be useful for you. Yeah, I will actually save some resources now because I want to expand. I will just go down here again. Against the AI, I mean, if you are playing a map for more than 2 players and you are playing 1v1, you can usually take just some further mine and you will be okay because he will never go there. So yeah, you could actually see that I'm doing this in basically every game against them. Also, I have some injured units, so I will probably make one Boron to sacrifice him, and since we have gems, not much gold, we can also make one more witch. Or actually we can save the gold and make one troll. He has like no units, so maybe I could already kill him again. But let's make at least some units. Maybe I will actually show you the warlocks I talked about in the game against Empire.
Yes,
Uh,
master.
so we actually have some more advanced units in our army as well. Of course we wouldn't need it here, but I want to show you something more.
What is the task? I will do it.
So I will build the Lizard Fortress right about
I
here,
will move.
and then we will build the Lizard Keep just behind that, so we can actually unlock the Warlocks, and also you need it to upgrade the Poison Fog upgrade.
Yes, master.
Here we have the Boron that we will sacrifice, so just click the Sacrifice Boron, and one of the
Spirits
witches
are
will
with
just
me.
cast the Sacrifice ability. You can also click it here and then choose the unit with the center of this circle, and it will sacrifice it as well, but right now we are full HP on all units, so we can't even
Use
press
me.
that.
Yes.
Here I have one more goblin that's not riding a Boron, so I will fix that right away. And we can also make two more minions to this
What
gems
do you need?
mine.
I will do it.
So, of course, we'll need
What is the task?
quite a few gems for the warlocks. That's like 125 gems.
What do you
Also,
need?
the poison fog upgrades like 100 gems. Lizard keep is 50 gems. Lizard's fortress was 75 gems. So
Should I take
you
their
always want to
soul?
keep all your resources, even though we didn't need much gems in the opening. But right now it will be useful. As you can see, he auto-casted the frost shields on his units, but of course, since he has like no army,
Guess this is the
it was
way.
not
The
it was
spirits are
not
with
too
What is
me.
the
effective
task?
for
I
him.
will move.
But still, I mean,
I
he
will do
stayed
it.
alive a little bit
The
longer than
building
in the
complete,
opener,
master.
when we fought him once or twice, I think. So I'll just start making minions in both our strongholds, so we can fill our
Yes, master.
expansion with minions
What is
faster.
the task?
And as I said, we will make the lizard
I
keep.
will move. Your command.
I should also
Immediately, master.
fix my
I
groups.
crave
So
blood.
group 1 will be
Your command.
the
Use me.
warrior
Use
and
me.
goblin riders, and
Should I take their
trolls
soul?
and witches will be group 2. Also make a super group so we can control everything at once. Uh, I mean, it's of course the goblin
Yes.
hunters are ranged units, but in this type of army, it's usually used as uh, as melee. I mean, you are tanking the damage with this because the warriors will die like super fast. So, I mean, it's no problem to keep them in the group number 1. As you can see, all the warriors die. So
Use me.
right
Use
now
me.
it's just the melee. Also, I killed my minion here, but yeah, not too much of a problem. I will push him anyway. Also, as I said, we can make some warriors
The building
and
complete,
also the
master.
warlocks.
I
Here you
charge.
have the poison fog upgrade. He's
Should I
also
take their
fighting
soul?
again. Yeah, he will probably kill one of my witches, but no problem, I have full mana on those two. As
The
I said, they are
spirits are with
spamming the
me.
speed boost upgrade, which is increasing the attack speed of your units,
Should I
and
take
then you
their
have the
soul?
bloodlust that will increase the damage, but also decrease your armor. So you definitely want to maintain them on your trolls, and
Use me. Use
then you
me.
can choose if you also want it on your goblin riders. I mean, they will become squishy, but you will have much more damage. Or you can maybe
The
like
spirits are with me.
bloodlust half of them, and
Yes,
those without
master.
the
Yes,
bloodlust you
master.
can put in front, so you can tank some of the damage without actually taking more damage. So yeah, we can make one more warlock, maybe two more
What you
warriors. I
need? The
can build
enemy is
one more
attacking us. I will move.
barracks, I mean one more arena, and produce some more trolls as well. Also, don't forget to make more Borons. While you are fighting, probably some of your Boron
Use me.
riders will
Use
lose
me.
their
Yes,
Borons,
master.
and then you won't have
Yes.
any population after some time. So always keep an eye on your
Use me.
Borons
Yes.
and on your max population count.
My blade is ready.
Here we have the Warlock.
Yes.
My
I mean,
blade
he has
is
multiple abilities. This is like, I don't really use this. You
our
can
research
make it
complete, master.
autocast, but it will cost you quite a lot of mana, and I mean it can somehow steal some spell effects, but usually it's not like super good.
The spirits are with me.
Also it's a stealth unit, but it doesn't have
Use me.
any
Use me.
damage,
Should
yeah,
I
so you
take their
don't have any
soul?
baseline
The
attacks, basic
stars are
attacks.
favorable.
so it's just about the abilities. But I mean the abilities are pretty strong. You can also make a Mouth of Hell, and there you can upgrade the Rain of Fire, and then if you charge it, you can have 3 charges at once. You can just rain fire on your enemies. It doesn't do that much damage, but it's pretty okay ability, and it won't cost you any mana, only you have to charge it. So yeah, we'll make some more minions here, I mean more soldiers. And then you have the Guardian rune, that is like the rune that you place on ground, and when enemy come close to it, it will raise from the ground and start shooting him with some poison damage. Of course, in the middle of fight, you don't have to wait for anything to come near, it will just rise right away because there will be lots of enemies. And also you have the poison fog that will slow enemies and do some overtime damage, so that's really good in combination with the Goblin Riders, so you have even more splash damage. So I mean here we are running out of population, so I will just make one more stable. And yeah, I mean we can finish him, we have a really strong army. I will just rebind my groups. Make sure I have everything ready. We can write the Boron. And it will be number 2.
Yes.
Number 3 here. We have one more Boron.
I will do your bidding.
And we should be okay like this.
Excuse me. Beautiful thoughts.
So, yeah, I mean we use the basically the same strategy as last time against the Empire. But yes, I said it's the most effective one, so you have basically no reason to change it. Yeah, I forgot to add the group to supergroup, so I will fix that. And now we can just run over him. I will also show you the poison fog here. I mean, if he runs back, of course I will wait. But yeah, he has like 3 corpses here at least, just from a few seconds. Here, of course, I will just use my trolls to destroy the tower. And yeah, this should be pretty easy. This is the poison fog, as you can see, it's also slowing his units. And he is poisoned. Of course I will run into it as well, but I don't really care about it right now because I just have so much more power than him. He's actually going to move from back. And here I will spam some of those runes. You can spam it with W and shift. You just press W, then hold shift, and you can click many of them at once. Or you can just place them one by one. It should be okay. And as you can see, we are pretty okay, and I'm not really controlling my units. Of course, as I said, all the melee units will usually die, so we have no more warriors. Here I have some more new units. But yeah, we have 2 arenas. It doesn't take too long to make some of those warriors, so we can fix it pretty fast. Also, as you can see, I'm running out of wood. I mean, probably the warlocks cost some wood as well. Yeah, 50 gold, 50 wood. So maybe we should create some more minions and send them to wood, but it's too late for that. I mean, we already won, so I won't even worry about that. The runes are also good for finishing the buildings. Of course, it's the poison damage, as I mentioned in the last video. Lots of buildings have some poison damage reduction, so it's like not the most effective way to destroy buildings, but it will still help. And of course the trolls. Those are like the most important units to destroy the buildings. So yeah, I think this was actually a pretty easy game as well. I mean, what isn't easy as Beast. This strategy is just pretty insane, I would say. But as I said, you might have a harder time against some different strategies. Maybe if he was spamming the Hive Spitters instead of the Hive Stingers, it might be a little bit harder, but I mean, even if it wasn't like 100% win like this, we would still be able to win because of the trolls. Yeah. So usually I would just make like 15 rolls against the hive spitters because, as I said, it's the most effective unit against that. But here I just had the time to make more Goblin Riders, so I choose to do that instead. Here, as you can see, he's fighting me with the villagers, but I will just kill him with the poison fog. Shouldn't be a problem. I can just send more units here. We have lots of resources. I think I already mentioned it in some previous video as well, but you always want to make sure you are spending all your resources at all time basically. So you are effective and not wasting your time
Should I take
anywhere.
their soul?
But of course, if
Spirits
I'm
guide me.
winning like this, I
Yes,
just
master. My
don't
blade
really
is
care
ready.
Spirits
about
are
that.
with me.
I
Master,
just go
I
for
will
the
do your
win.
bidding.
So right now I have lots of gold and I'm not really doing anything with it. I mean, yes, some flying units, but we still have the Goblin Riders. Those are the counters of our army against the flying units. And here I will just finish him pretty easily. I mean, the one, like, not really good thing is that you can't really fight with the warlocks because they don't have any damage. They are also pretty squishy. But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty worth it to add some of them to your army because this will really increase the power of in your fights. And also you have the poison fog, that's like also really good. If he starts running away from you, you can slow him and add some poison damage that will be damaging him even after the fight if he retreats. So yeah, this was the game. Again, let's check the results. I mean, we again killed much more units than him, much more experience. Yeah, I maybe didn't really research anything here. That's maybe something I could fix to even increase the power of this strategy. But overall, I mean, he expanded earlier again. As I said, in every game I don't usually expand too fast against very hard AIs in 1v1s, but we are still able to defeat them even if they have more resources, so it's pretty okay. And yeah, I mean total score more than twice than him. So yeah, I think this was a nice game as well. Didn't show you like too much new, but at least we saw the warlocks in action. And this was also the last video of Beast. So next time we will start the Fallen series, and of course we will start again Fallen against an Empire. So yeah, take care guys.